Police in the UK say 2 people have been killed in a car ramming and stabbing attack outside a synagogue. The incident, which police are calling a terrorist attack, happened in the city of Manchester in the northwest of England. Several others have been seriously injured, with authorities saying they are fighting for their lives. Police say the suspect has been shot dead. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer says he is appalled by the incident. He says additional police are being deployed at synagogues across the UK. The attack prompted Britain's Prime Minister Keir Starmer to return early from the EU summit in Copenhagen. This was his initial reaction to the incident.
The attack in Manchester this morning is absolutely shocking, and all of our thoughts are with those affected. I'm on my way back to London. When I arrive, I will chair an emergency COBRA meeting. I'm already able to say that additional police assets are being deployed to synagogues across the country, and we will do everything to keep our Jewish community safe. I've spoken to Mark Gardner of the CST and Andy Burnham, Mayor of Manchester, and I want to thank the emergency services for the speed of their response.
DW reporter Lukas Lottersberger is on the ground in Manchester for us. Lukas, we understand this is being treated as a terror attack. What more can you tell us?
There's nothing more that we can tell at the moment. The police has, in fact, declared this incident a terrorist attack. I've been trying to talk with police here on the ground. They are, of course, very careful about what information they are giving away. What I can tell you here on the scene is this street here in Manchester, in the north of Manchester, is called Middleton Road. And it's an area where there are many Jewish people living around, many Jewish families. It's a very Jewish area, to be honest. When I was driving here, I could see a lot of people in Jewish dresses for the Yom Kippur holiday today, coming from the synagogue, coming from prayers, and what I could notice is that they cordoned off the area here. It's about 400 meters away, synagogue where all this took place, and it's cordoned off. People are in shock, and especially the Jewish community here can't believe that something like this has happened.
Yeah. You say people are in shock. You have, of course, been speaking to people there at the scene. What have they been telling you?
Yeah, as I said, I was speaking with people earlier. Many of them are in shock. There are so many synagogues around here alone on Middleton Road. Apparently, one person told me that there are like 6 to 8 synagogues around. Of course, today all the synagogues were full because of Yom Kippur, which is the highest Jewish holiday, or the highest holiday in the Jewish calendar. It's a day of atonement. It's a day of self-reflection. A day where people come together to pray. It's actually a very peaceful day, and many people said that something like this happens on a day like this is probably the worst that any believer, any Jewish person could imagine, and that's what could happen to them. Yeah.
We just heard from UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer. A top priority now is to keep the Jewish community safe across the country. What are the concrete measures that are being taken right now, as you say, a day where many faithful are going to synagogue and celebrating this highest of holidays?
Well, security has been ramped up massively across the country, at least according to police and authorities. When I came here from Liverpool, and when I came across the station, there was massive police presence already, and usually you wouldn't see as much police on the streets during that time of the day. There was massive police presence. You could really see that there. You could even see here, of course, like there's a lot of police cars going around. The authorities do everything to make sure that the rest of this Jewish holiday can be peaceful and can be safe for the people who celebrate today.
That was DW reporter Lukas Lottersberger in Manchester. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
DW correspondent Birgit Maass is following the story for us from London. Birgit, what more can you tell us? What do we know at this point?
Well, we know what's been confirmed, that 2 people have died, and then we believe the attacker was shot by police, and 2 other people are injured as a result of this attack in the north of Manchester. But it's not something that's confined just to Manchester. We know that for Jewish people all across the country, this will be a very sad moment, and also a moment where people are fearing. So we have heard Keir Starmer, the UK Prime Minister, announcing increased police presence across the country. That has been echoed by the Mayor of London, for example. We've had the Metropolitan Police, the biggest police force in the country, also confirming that they will deploy additional officers across those holy sites across London. So during those holy days outside synagogues, but also outside mosques, we already see regularly that there is police present. We also know that people inside those temples, that there is a protocol in place in the synagogues, for example, in the case of an attack. And so, yes, on this holy day, people all across the UK will be affected by this.
How are police treating this, Birgit?
Well, the police have deployed what they call Plato. That's the response to a major incident. They have arrived at the scene really within minutes from what they have been telling us, also other emergency services. So they really were in north of Manchester very, very quickly. Now, we know from local media, we understand that they are also searching houses across the synagogue, and also that some other places, for example, hospitals, have been in lockdown. Now, we've also seen pictures of bomb disposal units. This is relevant because on social media, that's something that has not been verified by the police, but is a video which shows police shouting at a man who's lying on the floor, and they're shouting to bystanders that he has a bomb. And then we see on social media that they are shooting at this man. So this is what we all suspect, from what we suspect, a terrorist attack. And now emergency services, police and intelligence services will be just coming together and assess the situation if there's a larger scare, not just in Manchester, but if there's an ongoing scare across the country.
This, of course, happened on Yom Kippur, the holiest day in the Jewish calendar. Any response thus far from Jewish leaders, from the Jewish community?
Yes, we have had some rabbis coming out. As far as I know, nothing from the Board of Deputies just yet. This is, of course, a holy day where they will be in synagogues. But from what's called a Community Security Trust, that's essentially a private trust that works with synagogues across the country and provides security for them throughout the year. And they have called it an appalling attack. But also many Muslim local leaders, but also national Muslim organizations like the Muslim Council of Britain, they have come out and they have condemned the attack. They said they would stand in solidarity, and they condemned the violence.
That was DW's Birgit Maass. Thank you so much for that update, Birgit.